Evening, everybody. It's
And we're live. Good evening, everybody.
good evening.
Good day, Nate.
Good day. I mean, there might be some from Australia watching. So Eloise came home after work, worked 13 hours today, and said, "Why aren't you streaming?"
That is so not how it
That
happened.
is totally what happened. I was like, "Well, what do you want for dinner?" "We're not having dinner.
100%.
Streaming only.
Yeah.
Only streaming. Nothing else.
Food is for the wicked.
Food is for the wicked."
No, but I think you should brag about the progress that you've made.
I made a little bit of progress today.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Okay. No bragging then?
I guess we could go over it. Let's see. Let me transition. Do 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 do. So I'm actually sitting at the desk today because I have a whole bunch of stuff drying that I need to wait for. So the first thing that I worked on today is I figured out a solution for the front of the building.
And the solution for pollution is delusion.
No. The solution to this problem was to throw away Eloise's design, but
Yeah.
then replicate it near perfect so it actually fits. So I threw away all of her stuff. I was like, no, it's just trash. And then just redid the exact same thing with the same measurements.
Yeah, exact same design,
Yeah.
everything.
Trash. Besides that, so that's what I worked on this morning. I had to cut down the sides of the church. I had to cut down the ceiling, but now it all fits. And I did a test fit earlier today. There's pictures on Instagram and social media about how that looks. Came out pretty well. So the second step that I had to do was get some Mod Podge and primer on the display board itself. So you can see now it has a black tint on it. All that is a Mod Podge to help seal the foam and a little bit of black paint. It serves as a primer. And when I go ahead and start spray painting this, probably tomorrow actually, because it's gonna be super nice.
76 and sunny.
80.
Oh,
80 and sunny. If I could, my goal is to get all this stuff done so I can start spray painting. So then Saturday or Friday, it's supposed to rain all day. I can just dry brush and paint grays and do all that fun stuff. So I got my first layer of Mod Podge on. I think it's sufficient. Um, in addition to that, here's all my wall pieces I'm going to be working on tonight.
I don't think they can see it. The thing is not centered. But
No.
if you move it up.
Like just move the table. Hi, yeah. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I'm
Let
not.
me be the responsible grown up in our relationship. It never happened, so that brings me joy. Oh, it's stuck to the table, actually.
Yep.
Not much.
Because it's Mod Podge is a glue. Don't.
Yeah.
It's fine. Leave it alone.
No.
Leave it alone. It's fine. All I'm pointing to is this roof tile right here. That's literally it. That's all I'm doing. So I scored this. I scored the roof, so now I have some tiles, and I also cover that Mod Podge as well, so that's ready to be primed.
So it's going to go here, like that.
Yep. So now what I'm doing is I started scoring all the walls to draw bricks. So I cut a whole bunch of windows too. Forgot to mention that. You'll see them as I pop up on the piece of tape. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking a ruler and a dull pencil and I'm just scoring lines where I'm going to be drawing bricks and I'm going to be doing battle damage. So the first lower half of this is going to be brick, and then I have white foam that I'm going to surround the windows with. I have some ornamental decorations I'm going to put underneath the windows just to layer it. This I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. I may just put in some extra foam like I have on the bottom where there's just an extra chunk just to like spread it out and make it look interesting. Like, don't know what I'm doing yet, but let's just get the bricks done because everything else is going to be added on after I Mod Podge it because I need to get it assembled.
Yes.
I need to get it assembled so I can start putting on the fine details. So let's draw some bricks. And for Chance, who may be watching, he wanted some more ASMR content, so we're going to be really quiet. I'm going to move the microphone.
Who said wanted to?
Probability. So I'm going to put it so you can hear the pencil going across the ruler, across the foam. a bullshit thing? Is it real? I think it's totally bullshit. Okay, well, you can clip this and you can film it as a short. Hold on. Down with the ASMR. This is stupid.
Okay, so if I were to do ASMR, foam and anything related to foam or blackboard, chalkboard would be the last thing I would choose. It's like scraping your fork at the bottom of your plate, you know?
I mean, I don't know. I just think the entire trend is stupid. That's just me. So,
I think that as long as it brings people joy, they should go for
just because it brings people joy doesn't mean it sounds stupid.
it.
All right. So, I have my horizontal lines. Now I just need to do vertical lines, and I'm just mimicking a brick wall. So just doing random slashes, making sure they don't like overlap on each other per different layer. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be exact. Some people may want to make it exact, and you could just use a ruler for that, but I don't have time for that. No one's going to notice. I mean,
But it's going to bring you joy.
not if I... What will bring me joy is not having to draw the bricks. But
I mean,
it's too late for that.
yes.
So, all right. Actually, we'll use a ruler just to get us started. Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
So how
4.
long do you think it's going to be for you to, and I'm sorry that I'm yawning. How long do you think it's going to be for you to do all the bricks?
Like this? I actually don't think it'll take that long, to be honest with you. I think all the bricks will be done tonight. Maybe even on stream.
Ooh.
Because I mean, I'm just following a pattern, right? Like, I'm just drawing straight vertical lines. I even made a mistake right there. Super cool.
That's not such thing as a mistake on a wall. Worse things worse, it's a broken brick.
I'm doing so much that I broke the pencil, you know. Yeah, shit. All right. Well, I guess we'll use something else.
Don't you normally use a ball pen?
Yeah, but I don't know where it is. Ooh, that's too sharp. Can't do that. I usually use a ballpoint pen, but I don't think I actually have a ballpoint pen.
Well, that's unfortunate.
We can use this. This is comfier. Do.
So talk to me about crisis suits.
They're dead.
What I was about to say, why are you dead?
Why am I sad about crisis suits? So, on Monday?
Yes.
Losing track of time. So on Monday,
GW announced.
Games
something.
Workshop announced the new way crisis suits will work. So right now, crisis suits have access to, they can have 3 weapons. You can pick and choose which weapon you want. You can choose whichever weapons you want, and it's a set amount of points. So I can have a guy with 3 flamers if I want. I could have a guy with 3 cyclonic ion blasters. I can have a guy with 3 plasma rifles, etc., etc., etc. And it's been like that for the longest time. You could just pick and choose whichever weapons you want to suit your playstyle. And I thought it worked out pretty well. But apparently Games Workshop doesn't think so. So what they're doing now is they are giving locked loadouts for crisis suits, and they're not. It's not that great. Your thing's already done?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's what I did.
I don't know when it died.
Oh.
I was about to put it on mute so that I can yawn my little heart out,
Well,
but it was out of battery when I wanted to put it on mute. No yawning for Eloise. I have a dog who wants to drop on my lap. Come on, my boy.
so what they did is they gave them locked war gear, so you can't pick and choose which weapons you want. You get 3 different choices of unit. You get a unit that's either 2 flamers or 2 burst cannons, or 1 flamer, 1 burst cannon. You get a unit that's just 2 melta guns, or you get a unit that's 2 missile pods, 2 plasma rifles, or 1 plasma rifle, 1 missile pod. Which not that good. It's a 33% decrease in the amount of weapons that your Christ suit could have taken for the past 6 editions now. It's not only is it a decrease in the amount of weapons, it's a less flexibility because you can't choose which weapons you want.
Yeah.
And cyclonic ion blasters and airburst and fragmentation launchers are just gone. And if I wanted to do like a unit with plasma guns and fusion guns, which I've done before, and it has fluff and Games Workshop lore, you can't do that anymore. It doesn't exist.
Oh.
So it's just very weird. I'm not a big, not the biggest fan of that.
I mean, Tau needed to be nerfed.
There's ways to nerf Tau that don't involve that. Like that's pretty brutal.
I actually expected you to disagree with me. I actually expected you to say, no, absolutely not.
So the biggest offender with Tau for spamming crisis suit weapons, and the only reason why this was because of the switch from points to power level.
Uh-huh.
So last edition, there were multiple viable weapons, but they all costed a different amount of points.
Yeah, and the more powerful, the
more powerful,
cost.
The more expensive it was.
Do the bricks. The goal is to chat while you do the brick. The goal is not to chat.
And gold's always in chat. Because they decided to...
Less talky, more worky.
Okay. All right. Micromanager, Eloise Danae. So you were able to... You had points, so you can change the cost of a specific weapon that was a problem. When the 10th edition index is launched, they did 2 things. The first thing they did was they made all the crisis suit weapons bad. Like, they just nerfed the hell out of them. I don't know why they nerfed the hell out of them, but they did. So they nerfed the hell out of all the crisis suit weapons and only made it so there was one clear winner of a good weapon, and that was the Cyclonic Ion Blaster.
Yes, I know Cyclonic Ion Blaster.
And everyone's like, oh man, Cyclonic Ion Blasters, that's gross, you know? Like, they're not available in the kit. They're not... It was just a very good value for the amount of points that you spent on that particular weapon. So, I understand wanting to thin out weapon choices because of what's physically available in the kit. Makes perfect sense. You can't physically get a Cyclonic Ion Blaster in a crisis suit box.
So where were they coming from? Because I know that for yours
people were 3D printing them.
Da, da, da. I know that for your we used assault cannon. Yeah.
Assault cannons.
MK4 assault cannon. 5.
Yeah, I don't know what the name is.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter. So, and they want to avoid that. Fine. So just get rid of the assault cannon. But you can leave crisis suits having 3 weapons. You can leave crisis suits having flexible weapon options. That's fine. And if the whole entire theory is, oh, well, you know, we don't want people spamming weapons, we only want them to use what's in the box. You can't build any of these suits combinations with what's in the box.
Really?
Yes.
That's unfortunate. I'm quite sure that was not the intent at all.
Because it's all counterintuitive. Like, it's very weird. I don't like it. Will it be fine? Yeah, I guess. My concern is that crisis suits are going to be comically overpriced, and no one's going to take them because of how overpriced they are.
Well, they were priced well for what they were doing.
Yeah.
If they become less good, then they need to be less expensive.
In theory.
Because if they become less expensive, then they can be very good action monkeys because of the shoot and bounce and all of that.
Yeah, my concern is that they just will make them expensive, to try to get people to buy the Kroot stuff, and they are just become unplayable. Because I was doing the math on how much those crisis suits would have to cost for them to be able to be justified in being able to be taken. So if they're 200 points, which they currently are now, they're fine because they have 3 weapons each. They have a shield generator, they have 6 wounds, they shoot a lot, they're fun to play.
I love how.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you. You know.
Sorry, I would never dare making fun of you.
Monster. So right now they're 200 points, and what they've done is they've decreased the amount of shots that you get with that unit by 33%. So in my mind, at a bare minimum, they should be 33% cheaper.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Because they have 33% less guns, and I don't give a shit what special ability you give them, it will not make up for the fact that they have 33% less guns.
So 140 points.
Yeah, that is the baseline. Like that is how much they should be. And then let's look at other options in that bracket. So if the anti-infantry option, which is the flamers and the either 2 flamers or 2 burst cannons. If that's more than 100 points, it's not worth it. Because right now, I could take a unit of breachers for 90 points.
Yeah, but breachers don't even have close to the mobility. It's a mobility game.
Yeah, they actually have a lot of mobility because they could go through walls. And they can advance and shoot without penalty.
Fair.
Where crisis suits need a character or a stratagem or some other way to be able to do that.
They need friends, yeah.
They need friends to do it. Breachers, I could just ran through a wall and advance, and I can shoot to my heart's content.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay.
And they're 90 points. 90 points for 10 guys who are -1 to wound. And they'll benefit from cover. Like, they're a pain in the ass. So, and the breachers have substantially more shots too, by the way.
The breachers within 10 inches of, like, I have it written down here.
Yeah.
Wait. Cadre compadre. No. I don't have it here.
It's there.
No, I have that when a cadre compadre is leading a unit, he shoots 2 × 3 gun drones and 1 × 2 rifle.
Well, you're looking at the long thing. You need to look for breachers because that's what we're talking about.
But breachers, I did not write what they do.
Yeah, you did. I saw you did.
If cadre is here, they have 3 attacks each instead of 2.
Yeah, and they all have assault weapons, and they are infantry, so they can go through walls.
So are breachers OP?
No, they're not OP.
Hey. So, do we or do we not go to the tournament this weekend? I'm very confused what the plan is. If the plan is I need to have more than 1 game with Tau under my belt before we can go to a tournament.
The easiest way to go about it and do it is to go into the tournament. We can play a game on Friday because theoretically I should have Mod Podge and everything. I should have the first layer of primer done, if not more than one layer of primer done by Friday, by the time you get home, and we can have the table cleared.
Fair.
All right.
You sick? You sick?
In the head.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the membrane.
It takes way longer than I thought it would to do walls. Like at the same time than yesterday, I was genuinely impressed about how quick you were doing things. Today, I'm
Well, now
impressed.
I'm messing up. I had a groove going on, and now I'm making the bricks irregular, and it's throwing me for a loop. It's fine.
Why are you making them irregular? Is it a design choice or is it a blah, blah, blah?
It's a mistake. That's why.
So it needs to become a design choice. Make the bug become the feature.
Well, it's fine. They're still rectangular. I mean, if this is the side that people aren't even going to really see, so it's not a big deal.
That's inside the...
No, it's on the outside.
So what do you say people are not going to see it? That's a first.
Because they're
Oh,
going to look
it's
through
the back. Yeah, yeah.
It's
No
the
one
back.
ever looks at the back of a display board. What do you have hidden behind there?
The poorly painted models.
The models that I borrowed from John because... So we have a list. I saw the massive box in the hallway.
Yep, I need to take them out, make sure they're not like,
Damaged during transport.
yeah.
Did you try to put them on?
They're still in the sealed box. I haven't
Oh,
even
yeah,
looked at
no,
them.
okay.
Yeah.
I did not pay attention whether the box was.
I figured. So.
Turned or not.
No, that's a problem for Friday, Brendan, probably.
Friday Brendan. And what if Friday Brendan realizes that the display board is not big enough, and that today Brendan could fix it, but Friday Brendan will be too late?
There's nothing I could do right now that would help me with displaying that army, unless I scrap the entire damn thing and start over.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I already know that the display board that I'm building is probably too small for the amount of shit we're bringing.
Oh.
Like, I don't need to look at the models. How bad it is the question. Like, we added a room. The problem is, like, if we were taking a Sisters of Battle army.
Oh, yeah, you can squeeze.
You could squeeze so many bodies.
You can squeeze 6,000 point of sisters on that.
The issue is that we are playing a mechanized tower army, and they take up a lot of space.
That is a whole lot of bodies, indeed.
It's not a lot of bodies. It's actually very few bodies. That's the problem. It's a lot of tanks.
Well, it's a lot of room. They're roomy. I mean, with 1,000 point of Tau, you can screen half of the table, which is actually pretty impressive. As someone who is used to playing sisters.
You could do the same thing with Sisters.
How? You don't have the footprint.
Effective placing? I don't know. You just have so much shit. There's so much garbage in Sisters.
Yeah, not with 1,000 point of sisters.
I could do it with 1,000 point of Sisters.
Of course, because you're that good. That's what you want to hear?
No. You're feisty today.
Are you excited about your walls?
Exhilarated. We got some whatever content.
ASMR.
ASMR content, you know. I mean, this is the longest stretch of walls, where
It is.
the other ones will be theoretically quicker because they're just smaller.
And I do believe that from a sheer length, like surface area point of view, it is the longest one.
Yes.
You can do it. I believe in you. It's easy.
It's so easy. It's so easy that like you could just watch.
It's so easy that I do not want to help.
It's so easy that I don't even want to help Eloise, probably.
Yeah, I have no energy within me. I apologize. I am a zombie, but it's okay.
It's okay, because you're a zombie.
It's okay to be a zombie.
It is okay to be a zombie.
Sometimes even zombies need company.
Let's put a second brick in there like that. Okay.
You're getting there. Are you excited?
Another brick in the wall.
That is very true. You don't need no education.
Nope, none.
You don't need no self-control.
Nope.
No dark sarcasm in the classroom.
I'm gonna eat my pudding, or I'm gonna eat my meat so I can eat the pudding.
What?
Do you know the lyrics of the song?
I thought I did, but
If you don't eat your meat, you're not gonna get any pudding. It's like the ending lyric.
I did not know that. It is actually very relaxing to watch you draw little.
Oh, no. Well, I'm glad that I'm relaxing.
You are very relaxing. I don't know if that's what ASMR does to the brain, but it's like someone is giving. Looking at you draw little lines is like giving a massage to my brain.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Wow, you're doing a lot of variety. Like you're not doing one, 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 one.
I'm pretty sure I'm just following the same pattern throughout.
Yeah, but it's not. That's not at all how it looks on the screen. That's funny.
What do you mean? It's literally the same pattern. I mean, I made two mistakes in it, and I just made a smaller brick in case, but
I want to trade you. I help. This is my helping.
you're helping.
Ooh, I would put it flat. I would not put it at an angle. You're gonna splatch it. It is 9:30, and it is soon time to go faire dodo.
So if we follow the same pattern, go 1, 1, 2, 3.
That one goes so quick. You're gonna be done before you even have time to say it.
But you know what also came out today?
What came out today?
New previewed rules for Kroot.
So what do we think of preview rules for Kroot?
They're fun. I think the challenge with Kroot is that they are going to struggle. If you take a pure recruit army, they are going to struggle with killing things.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people are super excited about like, oh, they're thematic and fun and they're new models and they look cool.
Like Brendan.
Yeah, I'm excited. But I know full well that those crit aren't going to kill shit. I've played a pure crude army. I know what happens with crude. They don't kill anything.
They do not.
They are very disappointing, actually, for the purposes of killing stuff.
Do they gain traits based on who they kill?
No, they don't have that. That's what we would call fun, and we're not allowed to have fun.
You sound very bitter.
Well, no. I was actually having this discussion today with somebody. You can balance the game and still make it fun and enjoyable. Like, if you find that, cyclonic ion blasters are not fun because they're overtuned, that's fine. Like, that's just remove the cyclonic ion blasters or increase the cost of cyclonic ion blasters. But I actually think the 9th edition Tau book was super interesting and was flavorful. So was it overtuned a little bit when it first came out? Yep. Not denying that. Do I want, that exact thing? I mean, of course, because I'm a competitive player. But there's certain things that were captured in that book, like the ability to dismount drones, the specialized weapons.
What does drones dismounting mean?
Well, drones were actual physical models in the army.
Ooh, so you could use them as a spermivore? Like little units to screen and all?
Well, yeah, they used to take damage for the squads, and you would just remove that model instead of adding on wounds. Like they were ablative pieces. Like they took
What's the name? Put it before?
Biovore.
Biovore, not spermivore.
I mean, you only live once, I guess, at least.
Huh?
You only live once.
YOLO! Not this kind of channel.
Oh, it is.
It means who eats grains.
What means?
Spermivore.
Okay.
It is not what you think it is. It is not what you think it is.
Oh, it is what I think it is.
Well, it depends. What do you think? Do you think it means the one who eats grains? Because if you think that, you're right. I believe. Let me Google that for me.
For you?
Oh no. It is exactly what you think it means.
I know what it means. But we'll go with the one who eats grains. This is a PG channel. I'm not entirely sure why you thought it meant that, but
I don't know either, but I thought.
The command of the English language is important.
Well, that's done.
Alright, cool.
And that was an oopsie.
Stream, Brandon, stream. Hey, you missed the ASMR special that we did immediately starting the stream, so...
That is true, but thanks to you not being on early, you also missed me misinterpreting a
pretty important word.
A pretty important word, and saying something that will probably lead to me having to delete part of the video. Oops.
I did it again. I mean,
I used the wrong word and said something that will, if we were monetized, probably lead to us being demonetized immediately.
once again, I I clearly have it listed as not for children, so
Looking at the bright side, I have a pretty strong French accent, so the odds of the algorithm identifying what I say and the words that I'm trying to say is not
I
very,
don't
very
think that's how
high.
the algorithm works. I think it's based on comments and feedback
Ah,
and
fair.
whatever you put in the description.
I thought they had a radar for
Because
curse
there's
word.
certain things like, you put in the description because we did the corn display board and you put blood and it
Oh,
just
yeah.
tanked. It's like, hey man, like, excuse me, you can't have the word blood in your description, because it's not friendly. And I'm like,
You cannot
it's
write
literally the lore. Like,
you cannot
it's
write blood for the blood god.
it's not like I'm saying that I want to murder people. I just want to have a thematic display board for corn.
So Mr. T is saying that he's out for food, but he just wanted to say hi and ask you to enshrine your Tao wisdom in our brain so that we don't get rolled over like noobs Saturday.
I mean,
So everybody moves 14, more or less.
that's
There's one dude who moves 12s, but then he has more wounds. And
you're
the people with legs, they move less than 14.
that's not correct.
That's my whole wisdom. I
That's
know they have 14 wounds. They move 10. My bad. And the guy who moves 12 has less wound. That's that.
that wouldn't be correct actually.
And the people with legs, they don't walk. They don't move.
So you have those sheets. I mean, we could build you your list. Like you have the Warhammer app open.
The Warhammer app is 100% not open.
It could be open very quickly, and you can build your list, and we can go over it and what each unit does.
How long have you been married?
To you or total?
To me. Because I don't see how your first marriage would help you know me. Because I would say, how long have we been married? You seriously think I'm going to open the Warhammer app?
I mean, we've been married for quite a bit now, and I know full well that if I relay any sort of information regarding the Tau and how to play Tau, it is going to go in one ear and out the other, making this experiment completely pointless.
No, because you're helping Charles.
Yeah. But it's not helping you. I need to help you too.
Well, one person at a time. Oh, wait.
All right, making progress.
Look at you go. So, done. I'm separating the one that you have done from the one that you have not done yet so that you don't abandon all hope.
It's already been abandoned, don't worry.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Blizzard, I can promise you that you do not want to sniff. You do not want to sniff the foam.
I mean, it does. The smell looks like popcorn.
That's true. Green popcorn, but dogs are colorblind, so it doesn't matter.
Partially colorblind, but yeah.
I think that at the end of this one, it's going to be time for me to go further though.
Well, I'm gonna stream until I have all these dumb bricks done. So it won't take long. Well,
It will probably take you a half hour or so.
Yeah. Which is pretty.
But if I fall asleep on my chair based on how stable my chair is, I'm going to fall. And I don't want to do that live on stream.
does seem like a bad idea.
Yeah, let's try not to do that.
Very cool. We'll just put one right there. Yeah, good enough. All right.
Dave, good enough. So that's funny because there is this content creator, French content creator, the guy who plays all of the old-fashioned video games. You know?
Yeah, the one who pretends to be the angry video game nerd.
Yeah. And they call him the player of the attic. And he has a character to represent the developers who do the bare minimum and think that it's good enough, you know? And the name of the character is Dave Goodenough. And every time they put this character on TV, they put his name in the bottom of the screen. You know, like when you have a documentary and you have people's name at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
And then I went to, when I was working in South Bend, I had a supplier, and the guy's name was Dave Goodenough.
Can we just mention, like, real quick how random this conversation is? Like,
Welcome in my brain.
anyways, so the new crew rules. Because I'm actually I'm excited for them because they're thematic, they're interesting. I just think they're going to struggle to deal with anything anything with a 3+ armor save.
Ooh, so anybody?
Right? And I think anything that's has a high toughness. Like,
so the others.
Yeah, like tanks, you know.
Strong.
But like, if you're trying to make like a thematic list that's crew based and you like rig what your opponent brings, it's actually a pretty fun army. Like, you have the ability to give a 1 unit lone operative, which
just because
for 1 CP lone up
per turn or
per turn, yeah.
That's cool.
Which that's pretty strong, you know. Kind of makes up for the fact that the entire army has a 6+ armor save. So
Oh wow.
So you have that. You have you can recycle units for 2 CP.
Like they come back to life?
Yep. My excluding characters.
That's pretty good.
Well, it's 2 CP, so it's kind of expensive. But it's
2 CP is what it used to cost to do faith and something to bring a character back for sisters. It maybe is still what it still costs, and maybe I've been cheating. I'm quite sure it's 1 CP now.
No, it's 1 CP, and then you discard X number of miracle
Yeah.
dice.
It used to be 2 CPs, and you discarded the miracle dice. So for one character versus a whole unit, it's worth it.
Well, yes and no. I mean, the issue is the models that we're bringing back are like infantry.
Oh, it has to be infantry.
Yeah, it has to be infantry, I believe. So you're bringing back crew carnivores, which don't do anything. Much. Or you're bringing back the Farstalkers, which also don't do much.
Farstalker is the dude riding the axolotl?
No. That would be a mounted unit, not infantry. Farstalkers are the guys who the box that your parents purchased for me.
Oh.
I mean, it's a really cool box. Like, I hope they get more expanded special rules because right now they're kind of vanilla. Like, looking at the rules and Kill Team, like they're super cool. Like they have shotguns and heavy weapons and sniper guys. I just hope they get something like that. All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, no. That seems kind of big. So what we'll do is we'll just draw an extra brick right here. Nobody will notice.
Perfect.
And we'll draw an extra brick right there. Nobody will notice.
This is the way God intended walls to be built.
Yeah. All right. So I have this piece.
So you have
That left.
that left.
All right.
That
Down to the last two.
Well, I will keep you company until the end of the stream then. Oh no, that's a big piece. That's a big piece. The one you just put down.
I mean,
It's gonna take a long time. I just don't want to fall from my chair.
then go to bed. Say goodnight. Turn your microphone off and go to bed.
But I like you.
You've been up.
You're pretty cool to hang around with.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You've been up since like 5 this morning, so you should probably go to bed.
That's a fair point.
Oh, 1, 2. Completely unreasonable.
I know. You're not on TV. You're not on the TV. I sound like my grandmother from time to time. I don't see you in the post. Did your grandmother used to call the TV the post? The post of television?
No.
The television post?
My grandmother knows what a TV is. It's her favorite. It's her favorite medium. So
fair. So did mine. She would just call it the post. Post. I don't know how you would say that.
yeah, I don't know what.
So what is next after you're done? I promise you, watching you draw lines is like massaging to my brain.
That's a weird statement.
I guess that's
maybe you do like ASMR stuff.
Welcome to Brandon 40K ASMR. We are going to draw bricks.
It doesn't work if you laugh the entire time.
Well, and I lost the fluff on my mic because I was playing with it. So I guess I am not designed to be an ASMR artist. ASMR artist, yes. Which is some people's job title, just so you know.
That is no one's job title. Like that is. Ugh.
There are people making more money being ASMR artists than I do waking up at 5.
I think I'm more offended by that, like, as an actual career than, like, people who do OnlyFans. Like, OnlyFans I kind of get, like, I would never pay for it because it's insane, like, but, like, I understand why people do.
You understand the market case.
I understand the market for OnlyFans. I do not understand the market for ASMR content.
Well,
ASMR is not a real thing. Like,
some people just want to be whispered to.
well, I mean, I guess that's a thing. You know, if you live in a hectic household and, you know, no one knows how to communicate without screaming.
Then watching people draw lines and whisper in the mic is the most relaxing thing that happened to you all week.
Or you could just go to the library. Like,
did you know that millennials are reversing the curve of library attendance?
I did. Because you saw the same article that I saw.
Did I share with the article with you?
So I saw it, and then you saw it, and then you shared it with me. That's how that transaction was.
And then I asked you if you were aware of it.
And then I said, yeah.
Sounds about right. That sounds an awful lot like me, unfortunately.
Right.
You can do it. You guys cannot see the look that he gave me, but it was worth everything.
The amount of eye rolls I'm giving right now, it's impressive.
I'm actually impressed that you're still vertical with all the intensity of the eye roll that I just got. It's gonna be okay.
Before you do go to bed, would you be able to give the dog some water?
Of course.
Because it sounds like the tradition of Blizzard.
Yes, it is.
Making a brick wall, making a brick wall, doing nothing but coloring in bricks.
So what's the next steps?
So the next step will be to Mod Podge these ruins and then let it fully cure.
No texture?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I may be texture. I haven't got that far yet. So, texture question mark? And then Mod Podge. And then after that, letting it fully cure. Assembling the building is the next after that. Followed up by adding the fine details on like the sides and to make it look like I didn't just glue it together.
Well, there's that.
Because as much as I tried to cut this as straight as possible and as smoothly as possible, I didn't. So so I have to cover up the edges that are rough. I have to add some more detail to make it more visually appealing. Yep. So those are some of the next steps that I have to do.
So when do you think, like, what is the next big hurdle for you?
Painting.
Oh, that's funny because up to
Well,
today, it was
so
building the walls. So I'm pretty,
so yesterday night when we were streaming, I commented on how the thing that I'm worried about is getting it all to line up,
yeah.
and I worked on some other things last night while I was thinking about it. Went to bed probably around 12:30, finishing up other projects like laying all the tiles in the center of the rooms. And when I woke up this morning, the first thing I did was figure that problem out, which I did. And now that that problem is solved, which required a little more cutting and more work to make sure that it looked good, um, I feel more confident about everything else.
Good. So now you,
The reason why I didn't do this middle area is because I'm probably going to cut this out more.
oh,
Because this is damaged wall, so I'm going to cut this out probably to down here, and then I'm going to cover it with gravel. I'm going to cover it with debris and everything, so it's like a little ramp into the temple. So this is going to be cut down more. I just don't want to now because I'm fiddling with it, and I don't want it to break because it sounds like a pain in the butt. I'd rather have it be one solid piece.
of course.
And last wall. Take a drink.
Cheers.
Pour one out for crisis suits. People are messaging me. Hold on. Let's be rude and just answer my phone.
That is extremely rude to do that live.
Rude.
You're gonna have to tell everybody what it is and who is it.
Yeah, it's completely inappropriate to talk about.
Now I'm intrigued.
We could talk about it off camera.
Are you cheating on me? Are you cheating on the Sisters of Battle?
What?
Well, I know that you would never be cheating on me, so the only thing that I could see is cheating on Sisters of Battle.
I like Sisters of Battle. I actually thought about taking them to Adepticon
For
for the
the
championship.
champ?
No. I thought about it, and then I read the Crisis Suit rules on Monday, and I'm like, guess I'm not taking Sisters of Battle. Gotta use those Cyclonic Ion Blasters one more time.
That's the last hoorah.
Last hoorah. As far as I'm aware, I don't know. So even though that the Kroot book is, or sorry, the Tau Codex will be available with the release of the Kroot Special Edition box set, that doesn't actually mean the Tau Codex will be valid. So the Tau Codex will probably be valid May when it's up for a formal release.
Mm-hmm.
So because they just did the Dark Angels box set and that came out like January, and I think the Codex just got released like last week. So I have time to do it. Like so, I would say probably May is when it's going to be officially allowed in tournaments.
Oh, so you have time to.
Yeah, I have time to enjoy it, but
You
I
have
don't,
time to make people cry with Cyclic Ion Blaster
including myself.
before you no longer can. I still, I still do not understand your fascination for overheating.
Well, they're experimental weapons for the Kroot. Just because my Kroot identify as jihadists and want to murder themselves.
You cannot say that live on the interweb.
Yes, I can. They're using weapons that explode in their face.
Yes.
I also have a master's degree talking about terrorism and counterterrorism and emergency management and weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, I can talk about certain things.
But
I
not on the
I
interweb.
literally have a degree in it, so it's fine.
I have a degree in mechanical engineering. I cannot design squat to save my life.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem. You do know how to use CAD.
It sounds like one of us was going to college sober and the other. That's a true story, though.
I mean, people who know me now wouldn't have recognized me in school. That's all I'm saying.
So who knows you now from your college years?
No one.
Really? When did you start playing 40K?
I started playing 40K in 2001, but I guess Brad would.
Justin?
Yeah, Justin would.
Greg?
Greg would.
Bill?
Yeah, Bill would.
Okay.
I wasn't always as fun as I am now.
So they met you. You were
I was boring.
boring,
Yeah.
and they fell in friendship love with a boring person, and now they have
Maybe it was like sympathy, like because I was married to somebody who was not nice, and
You cannot say that on the interweb
I
either.
also can say that on the internet. I'm not making any money off this. I'm doing it for fun.
But what if she hears it?
Oh no!
I mean, the odds are extremely low.
Oh no! My ex-wife, who I haven't seen in almost a decade.
I mean,
I'm really worried about her feelings.
I want to be a boy. Boys don't care about people's feelings.
I mean, she's happily married now.
Good for her.
I don't know if she has any kids, but that's it. I don't wish any ill will upon her. Like, I'm not, like, threatening her, but I fully acknowledge that neither of us are happy in our relationship, and it's better that it's over.
Yeah, well, that's usually divorce for you. How did we go down that tangent?
talking about how boring I was back in,
Oh yeah, true. And that
and the
they
sympathy.
befriended you out of sympathy.
Yep.
Empathy, sympathy.
Ask Brad how he feels about my previous exes.
I have heard about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sympathy friendship,
Like, oh my dude.
and now they like me. So they taught me how to be more fun.
The you were their shelter pet project.
It's like those high school movies, like, oh, we're gonna make this woman like the queen of the prom and by taking off her glasses.
Did
And
they remove your braces and took off your
no,
glasses
I had my braces
and
removed
put
by
a
then.
croc top? Ooh, you would look so cute in a croc top with your hair down.
Only at Adepticon. What happens at Adepticon stays at Adepticon.
Uh-huh.
So if you aren't planning on going to Adepticon, you should go because you may see me in a crop top with my hair down.
We need to go.
Eloise is gonna buy that outfit for me
I
on
was going to say
Amazon
we need
right
to go to
now.
Walmart because we do not own croc top.
I'm also gonna need to get some hair extensions too for this.
I'm not really good at girl. I don't have a croc top and I don't have hair extensions. I can give you stripy shirts if you want.
You do have a lot of stripy shirts.
But my theory is if my strappy shirt can cover my boobs, then they can cover your belly.
Probably.
So none of my stripy shirts would end up being a croc top for you.
Making bricks. Making bricks. Making bricks.
It is extremely relaxing to watch. I'm sorry if I said it 65 times. But it is extremely relaxing to watch. You want to know something? You were right.
Hmm.
You still don't have windows to put in.
And yeah, they still don't have doors either.
Yeah. That is not true. You had 1.5 doors out of 3. I was halfway there. Then you decided to throw away my doors.
You're welcome.
That sounds like a very personal problem that you need more doors, sir.
It's a problem for Brandon tomorrow.
It's a problem for not today, Brandon. So tomorrow, what are you going to start with? Now that you are at the point that you are at. Or are you going to keep going tonight? I guess should be the question.
Will I keep going tonight? Yeah, probably.
So what are you going to do tonight then?
Well, I'm going to make sure that I'm satisfied with the amount of battle damage that I've done to the walls, just because.
Yeah, if the wall is destroyed by a bomb, it's bound to be cracked in 1 or 2 places. Indeed.
Yeah. So probably just damaging the walls a little bit more. Put that line there. And maybe Mod Podging the inside walls.
I have a scoop for you. Are you ready?
Okay.
It is Mod Podge,
Yeah.
not Mod Podge. You're not even remotely quite as as I thought you would be. Can you
The only reason why I'm saying it wrong is because I'm not paying attention to myself. I'm paying attention to what I'm doing.
Can you please be
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's the product I know it is. Hey, bricks. So.
I love the enthusiasm.
Yay. Literally the worst part about this project. Until probably the next part, which is... So I think tonight I'm going to just continue damaging these walls. You can see here where I've done some scratching just because, if it's been bombed out, there's some foundation cracks and whatnot. Maybe put some bullet holes in here and just by stabbing it with a pen.
Stab, stab, stab.
I'll probably get the inside because it'll be visible. I'll probably cover this all Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Where's my ruler? So just start covering this up so it'll be completely dry, and then by the time it's completely dry, I can flip it over to the other side, and then run to the store to get spray paint because I'm gonna need a lot of spray paint to get this done.
You will.
But yeah, so that is. If you guys want to count how many bricks were carved in this video, please feel
Oh,
free.
hell no, I cannot.
I do not plan on counting how many bricks were filmed in this video. So if you have any remote interest, just comment below what your best guess is. Or the accurate number. I don't really care. Whatever you want to do. Because whatever it is, it's going to be wrong because I'm adding more bricks to this.
Where? Oh, yeah, on the edges of the
edges.
walls. That is a true statement. So you are going to keep people posted of the progress of the project where?
The progress of this will be shown on Still Frosted Gaming on Facebook and on Instagram and on YouTube when we stream again and do shorts and talk about all the stuff that we've been doing.
I'm proud of you.
But with that being said, I got to make sure Eloise gets to sleep because she's literally passing out in her chair right now. So
That is a true statement.
that is a true statement.
You guys have a good evening and see you guys later.
Well, let's look at that fancy brick one more time before we head out. Let's see. Oh, I gotta line the brick up. Hold on 1 second.
Oops. I was about to pull from the chair.
That's what I said. I gotta get you to bed. And maybe, just maybe, on Friday we'll play a game.
I really hope that on Friday we'll play a game.
To be determined.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.